Piccolo can now cancel his 5L into 4L on whiff. As you could already do this on hit or on block pressure, I'm not sure what the point of this change necessarily is. Perhaps it's going to be able to open up new frame kills for him that'll help him auto-time setups more. Still, it's something that is worth mentioning. His jumping light, however, also has the same change, where you can now go into it on a whiffed attack. Keep in mind, it's only from the jump light version, but this is actually a massive air-to-air buff for Piccolo. This is a sword normal that has been infamous for being able to check super dashes now, and now that you can throw it out twice, it's even better at doing that. Piccolo's fully charged 5H now charges quicker. Before, it was very slow. 41 frame startup. And this is its charge-up time now. 29 frame startup, so overall we shaved off about 12 frames of startup time on it. This has been a big change for him actually, as I think it's going to open up potential new leaks for him that are going to increase his overall damage. His 5S also had a reduced startup, albeit less dramatic. This was the old version. 38 frames at point blank range. This is the new startup. 34 frames, so about 4 frames faster. This could potentially open up new links for Piccolo overall. However, combined with a couple other changes, there's some nasty things brewing. One of the more terrifying changes is the fact that now at full screen, if you hold forward, he's going to lunge forward. This is what happens when you don't hold it. And this is what happens when you do hold forward. Considering that this move has full invincible frames as well, it means that Piccolo could potentially contest zoning with this move. Another point of the change to the 5S and its range at full screen means that you can use Piccolo's 5H to combo launch and then connect into this 5S. Shouts to Lucas for this. But the most important change to this move is how it behaves when you hit an airborne opponent with it. This namely has utility at the end of combos. Before, this is what it would look like. The opponent was set up into the air effectively, so you basically could use this as some combo fodder. This is how it behaves now. The opponent is re-stood. Piccolo is now a restand character. One of the greatest to ever do it with Piccolo himself, Hook Gang God, posted some of this tech with Piccolo in the patch regarding his restand potential. Hook himself is very excited about Piccolo in this patch and might be experimenting with the game again. We'll go into my thoughts on that when I do my summary on Piccolo. His jumping special attack also has several changes to it. When the opponent is in hit stun, the attack is faster, there's more active frames to the attack, and now you have a new version of it as well by holding up on it. Before, you didn't really have too much utility for this outside of certain situations when you could successfully manipulate the opponent's height. That's using the old version of the attack without the new input. This is what using this new input does. There's potential here for new routing overall with Piccolo, setting up to links into his special moves, no doubt. Since his 5S has been reworked to be a combo finisher to set up for restands, he sees some changes to his Demon Shocker moves to allow them to cancel into each other, as well as to his crouching special attack. You'll also note that the crouching version also launches on hit now, which does improve some of his launching capabilities. Overall, we're probably going to be seeing these new combo routes with Piccolo just to compensate for the 5S change. Well, I say compensate, I mean to make up for the fact that that move's been reworked into something that's going to completely revolutionize the character. One change specific to the diagonal version of Demon Shocker is that it now no longer hits any crouching opponent. Some of the taller characters could get clipped by this. In return for it, though, the recovery has been reduced by 7 frames. Before, it was negative 45 on whiff. Now, it's negative 38. This namely is going to be there to help him link into new combo routing. The light version of Demon Slicer has a change to it as well. When the opponent is in hit stun, the ground version comes out faster. Before, it would connect after 21 frames. Now it comes out faster, connecting at frame 15. In this example, there's not really a functional difference. However, after the end of long combos, when Piccolo is trying to add on extra damage, this can be a massive buff for him, getting links that he didn't have before. His homing energy blast now has several buffs to it. For starters, it's now special cancelable and super dash cancelable, even on whiff. This opens up a lot of potential pressure opportunities and combo routing for Piccolo. Additionally, there's now a second version of the move with its quarter circle back special. The forward one moves faster. The second version, the back one, moves slower. With the new orbs, Piccolo actually gets incredible corner combos that help out his meter build overall with these new loops. Shout outs to Mercer FGC for this. And again from our boy Lucas, we got mid-screen orb links as well with the special cancels going on. And you have an assist with these cancels. Things can get even crazier as you're able to use the faster startup on Demon Slicer after the orb to get crazy combos like this. You'll note, though, that both versions still lose to Ki Blast, or at least have the same property as Ki Blast. So it's not like these are going to be controlling the screen, much like Frieza's ball. Like the rest of the cast, Piccolo's level 1 supers are all 4-frame reversals now. I simply wanted to highlight Hellzone Grenade here just to ensure you that while it does have iframes on startup, once they wear off, he's out of iframes, so it's not going to be viable as a 4-frame reversal. However, it does mean that in some neutral situations, he could potentially set this up easier to call out the opponent. I think these changes overall are huge for Piccolo. While he sees some buffs to his combo routing, which is things he's been receiving for several patches, he now actually has some things that help out his neutral. The 5S change is going to help him be able to contest against full-screen zoners and get his offense started, while also serving as a very important tool for his potential utility on a team. He joins the likes of characters like Majin Buu and Nappa as being a restand character, which is something that really fits into his playstyle throughout the entire years. He's been someone who's used Hellzone grenades to set up his mix-ups before, his Reality Stone to set up mix-ups, and while all those have been improved, well, at the very least the Reality Stone stuff, he now also has just this unique identity where you can tag him into a team and put the opponent into a nearly unblockable blender of potential options. He's going to be a really sick character to play with this patch, and I'm excited to see if Hook Gang God is going to be pulling up to tournaments and demonstrating what you can do with this character now that he has a niche that perfectly suits his toolkit.